Alright, so, unfortunately, when I initially recorded the replay, I was doing commentary, but apparently my microphone had not been plugged in. So, I'm having to do this after the fact. I won't be able to
Hello there.
stop the replay any additional times to show you anything specific, unfortunately, beyond what I may have done before. But as always, I mean, it's very helpful for me to do this, and hopefully it is helpful. I wouldn't describe any of this as entertaining, but hopefully it's at least helpful in some way to you. So I'm rocking the chain grasp, Stratosphere Beacon, Compensator, and Weapon Grease. Stratosphere Beacon for the Freya. You know, I'm not... I know they had nerfed the machine gun for a build semi-recently, but even before that, I'm not... I've never been that intimidated playing against Freya, now that Crusader Hydraulics is a thing. As well as Weapon Jammer. So, this is during drives. I played it today, which is June 14th. Stratosphere Beacon is for the Freya and for the Doom. This is kind of a messy first round. A lot of bad positioning by me, getting caught up by the Doom. I just didn't really have a plan for what I wanted to do this fight, and so I'm kind of just running around like a chicken with a head cut off, trying to help my teammates, trying to heal my Cassier. You'll see I do die for it, and this is what happens. This is what happens when you heal your team. This is what happens when you try to help them. You die for it. This is why I don't do it. Unlucky first death. Honestly, it was mostly my fault. But
I'm on my way.
you know, sometimes that happens. It's also the first round. My main goal in the first round is really to get a sense of the skill level of the players in the lobby. To get a sense of, are the players on my team good? Are they bad? How do they want to play? Are they likely to play aggressive? Or do they want to play more passively? That was me shaking my head because the Wu Yang had said I'm sorry. So I was just telling him that's unnecessary. This Sigma was hitting some yep rocks. So just trying to help my tank out. Wu Yang's over there, gonna help our DPS. Wu Yang gets a kill, it's good. I don't normally see people hold here or go all the way that way as a team, but this is the second game that I played today where that did happen, so I don't know, maybe I'm just not here I am. I'm over here to be a little cheeky. I'm going for the flank hole. Moira calls in response. Great. Ult by Sigma. I think the Moira had... sorry. Getting pushed around by the Doomfist. I'm noticing the Doom is doing a really good job being disruptive. And also, to be fair, I'm kind of just being a free kill for him, so that's also partially on me. So already I'm noticing that, at least from my perspective and for me, the Doom is causing some problems. More so than Dooms typically cause problems for me, because, I mean, I'm playing Moira. I can dodge it. I can dodge a punch. So that's already something that's in the back of my head and is going to inform some of my item choices. I seem really tentative there. Normally I would kind of push that. Here I am trying to heal my team, keep everyone alive. In a bad position, I fade in to help create some space, which Sigma does a great job at following up on. And now both the supports going back. This was really to illustrate how critical this play I made here was. we're gonna watch it from a third. No, we're slowing it down. So Doom is doing such a good job sort of funneling us into this tiny little space, and it's bad for us. If we stay here like this, we're gonna lose. So I fade in, which a lot of people would say is incredibly risky and bad, but you see, because of that, my tank is able to walk in. My tank does walk in, and we push all the squishies out into a bad position. I'm able to push both the supports back, and they seem, that was very helpful information for me, actually, about their supports, because it showed to me that they're likely to play more passively, and they're going to play together, which is good news for us, and really good news if you're playing against a Doomfist, because that means you can just zone out the supports, and the Doom is much easier to kill. Unfortunately, it just didn't go very well for my team, unfortunately, which happens from time to time. It's just the first round, so not the end of the world. But based on what I was seeing from my team, specifically from my tank and my Wu Yang, I felt pretty confident going into this next round, because I saw how our Sigma had walked in when I had made space for them to do so, and that is always very helpful information for me, because it tells me that I can make opportunities for my team that my team is going to take advantage of. Here I am just looking at enemy Moira's build. I was kind of confused by the Phantasm Chain Grasp choice, but then I was thinking, I kind of only have my one build because it works very well for me. I think I have like a 70-something% win rate in Stadium this season, so maybe that's a build, or you know, they're making some adjustments as they go. This is my typical rollout, except for reflex coating. Don't sleep on Techno Leech, it's so good for Moira. I notice I'm healing more than I normally would, so I get advanced antibiotics, but it's also just good for Moira generally. Our team does a really great job absorbing the dive, and so we're able to get that early pick on the Doom, and already this round is just getting off to a much better spot. It's getting off. It's going much better already. My team does a great job pushing up while we have one person on payload. I can tell our cast is hitting some shots, which is always nice. I hear someone up there, and you could see as I'm looking at those rocks. I was thinking about fading up there. If you fade jump off of those, you can get up to that high ground. But I thought better of it because it's something I see Arcs do. It's okay. But he's good, and that's the difference between us. So I thought better of it. You know, my team's just doing a great job. I call here just to help us try to get some traction, because we have such an advantage already that I want to help us keep it. And it was a good ult for my Sigma. You know, maybe it didn't get anyone, but it was still good. Good ult from our Wu Yang to enable this Sigma to push back up into the enemy backline. It's an interesting 1v1 from the Brig. I mean, I assume it is because they were recognizing that I was a problem for their team. But just, you know, not the best move from them to 1v1 on Moira under those circumstances. Great healing for my team. I think I stopped. Yeah, I stop and go back because I want to point this out. So here I am helping, you know, doing some healing, doing a little bit of damage. And then I take a lot of damage in. Not only does our Wu Yang heal me, but our soldier drops down a healing station, which is huge. Not just because we love third support soldiers to 6, but it also just to me shows a lot of awareness. To be honest, I cold there mostly to get the Brig ult out. I expected her to bash over to me ult and then bash me out of cold. She didn't, which I think was the right play, but oh, that's embarrassing. I messed that fade jump up. I messed up that fade jump. But bad ult by their Brig, just to use ult under the circumstances when they still need to retake to keep us from winning the round. I didn't realize that. I think that's the Cass. I didn't realize that the Cass are dead. I hadn't seen him die. I thought he was still up, so that's why I go in there. Now here I am, just hoping to cause some chaos, get some damage out, help my team get some limbs, because we are right. If not only is it overtime and they've made no progress, but we're also right to the end. Good dodge on the cast flashbang for me. Huge job by my soldier, 76 pushing up to try to get some of the kills that I had been trying to get. But I mean, we had the numbers advantage and had just such good positional advantage that the other team didn't really have a chance there to take it back, especially without Brig ult. So going into the third round, 1-1. But even though we lost that first round, I'm feeling very good about how this game is going. And so you can see here that this is a very typical sort of second, third round for me. I got Techno Leech, got Advanced and Antibiotics, again, because I've been healing a lot. Repulsion Grease for the Doom to help if I get punched back. Or just the Doom slams in on me. I get the overhealth and it boops him back. Then Reflex Coating also for the Doom, for the health, but also for that overhealth if I get hit by Hinder, if I get antied, anything like that. But yeah, even though I don't have multi-ball yet, I'm anticipating debuffs, both Cyber Venom. Well, I do pick Cyber Venom, but I'm anticipating that this will be a debuff game. So I take a debuff even though I don't have multi-ball yet, which is still, like, debuffs are still kind of the only reason to pick it, even though they did sort of fix them. And so here I am trying to help by taking angles. I missed the heal or bounce. I'm going after the Brig because I can tell the Brig is going to be easy to distract. But it wasn't a very good play by me. I don't know, actually. Like, yes, my team dies, but I don't know if me standing in our backline would have done anything. But good on my team. We kind of regroup, and then we're able to go back in and pressure them back. This is one of my favorite orb spots in Stadium. Just being able to throw a damage orb out that way, and then with cross orb, I'll bounce the healing orb right here at the corner to help my team stay at this corner. It's just so good. Great job for my tank for being here. And it just great for my team for playing so aggressively, so I don't have to be afraid to go forward because they're already forward as well. You can see chain grass damage going through Brig's shield because the game treats Brig's shield as a deployable. Chain grass does not go through a shield like Reinhardt's shield, but it will go through deployables, or it will chain off a deployable, so it chains through Brig's shield. Same with Ramantra's shield. I do go back, even though our pass is over there playing aggressively, I go back to help with point just to help with healing and with the debuffs. Here I'm hoping I get surprised by the Freya. I'm hoping to bait the Doom in, but Doom doesn't fall for it, which is a good play by them. Actually, even though I died to the Freya there, it took them a long time to kill me, and really the only reason why they got the kill was because they're doing the machine gun build. So they are spraying and praying. They are spraying and praying. And so that gives me confidence about going up against them, because if they're relying on the spray of machine gun Freya, that means they're not very confident in their aim. Well, there are a lot of good Freya players who will play that way, but it took them a very long time to get a kill. So which is why I felt confident pushing them here, even though, again, I die. But if you look, again, the other team has so much progress to make, whereas we are almost at the end. And by staying in such an aggressive position, I delay the point at which those 2-3 players would go join their team. So even though I die, I'm very happy with that play. I'd make it again. Now going into round 4, we get another power. And it's been just long enough since I watched this game that I do not remember. I get multi-ball. Yeah. And I get multi-ball, and I also get cyber venom, which I already have. Now, this is something I didn't realize until I had watched this game back the first time. But you can see here that our soldier has Sundering Vial, which is awesome because it is good against Doom, because Doom gets over health anyway. That's his sort of survivability or damage mitigation, just in general in the base game.
Thanks.
So Sundering Vial is great against that. But I was just very impressed that the soldier had gotten that.
Keeping them on their toes.
And
People often
let's see, you can see Brig is now building into the pack build, and you can see Moira with Precarious Potency clearly intending to keep healing. And so this is a very great job by our soldier going high ground, and great job from my whole team to just deal with the Doom. We were all just kind of ready for it and dealt with it effectively. Now, you see I stop moving, and then you see enemy Moira eventually also stop moving as we are right-clicking each other. That's how I'm pretty sure that they are an actual Moira player, because that is how real Moira players 1v1 each other. I mean, this is just a really good fight from our team. We did a really good job dealing with the Doom and then collapsing on the remaining squishies. And I was really happy to see the cast already pushed up, getting in some damage there. Yeah, I felt very confident about this team and about this game, just based on the aggression and how I see our DPS taking angles. Like over here, you see Soldier doing a really good job of pressuring out the Freya and the Brig, and I fade over to support that flank, and we get a bunch of kills. And now the objective is open, and we're capping it. And now it's on the other team to wipe us off and then cap it as well. I hear our Cassidy high noon and immediately turn around to make sure his HP is okay. And I noticed that I know some people were low, but I also just wanted to help wipe the team, so I do ult. Because even if we had lost this fight, I would have had time to build another one. And again, I had a lot of confidence because I see our cast playing so aggressively and so confidently. Just falling back to throw debuff orbs across the entire point. And yeah, just another really great round from my team. I mean, as you can see, we won 4-1, so it was pretty decisive, but I mean, I personally find a lot of value in watching games back that I win, because even when you do win, you end up seeing, oh, I made this mistake that kept us from winning even quicker, or I hadn't realized that I was the reason why we lost a really important fight. So now looking at my build, you see I finally take Sundering Vial, and this is when I noticed that Soldier 76 had taken it last round, which I was very impressed by. And you see me, I'm keeping Techno Leech, and I have Crusader Hydraulics. I swear that Crusader Hydraulics is probably my favorite item in the game. And then Techno Leech for the extra health. Sundering Vial actually has some extra health as well. Repulsion Greaves gives you 25 armor, and then I also get Vitality to convert more of my HP into armor. And all of that is to increase the uptime of the attack speed reduction from Crusader Hydraulic, which is important, again, because we're going up against a machine gun Freya. And even though I had already decided at this point that the Freya was not very good, it's still always good to further reduce the impact. And also the importance of Sundering Vial. You see, this is something I hadn't known about Doom, but Doom's power block heals allies as well with that power, which means that Cyber Venom is going to be even more valuable.
You cannot escape me.
Actually, I'm surprised that I was surprised I didn't get Shield Buster, but I realized I didn't get it because the Doomfist doesn't have armor, and I had not been checking for whether any of the other enemy players was getting, or any of the other enemy players were getting armor. But I also think it was totally fine this game. Bouncing that healer back and forth throughout the damage, just get some extra damage, get some ult charge, and also support the cast who was playing up and very aggressively. The team did a great job playing aggressively here. And yeah, Sigma's hitting some nice rocks. Just looking over at the cast to make sure that they're good while they're high nooning. But yeah, the decision to play Doomfist into the cast of the Sigma, I think, made this a more complicated game for the Doomfist. And you see, actually, this was how I know the Doomfist wasn't particularly good, because they went after me. I mean, I think it was a recognition that I was a problem for their team, but yeah, I mean, I'd been able to bait them back so far from the objective, and I'm also just confident in my ability to 1v1 a Doom. But yeah, it pretty handily won by my team. My team did a great job, especially the Wu Yang played very well. Sigma very good as well. Just taking a look at the stats here, you know, kind of, I guess, sort of what you expect. Yeah, Wu Yang with the healing, but still, the Wu Yang did a significant amount of damage. Whereas if you look at the enemy sports, they didn't really do a whole lot of damage at all. Now, their healing numbers were higher, and of course, when you do more damage, the enemy team is going to end up healing more. But yeah, it went well, and I was very lucky to win a few games in a row, which let me get the player name badge thingy for drives, which is what I wanted. But yeah, I mean, it's always helpful for me to do these things. I hope they are helpful in some way to you. And yeah, I hope your drives went well, and good luck in the next season of Ranked. GG.